Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Winston now from the 50. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Let's go, Trigger Trey.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Lance going to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go to work, fellas. Oh, fuck that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
Oh, my God!
This is intercepted. My
he
goodness.
just stopped.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What the fuck was that?
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jameis now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Lance. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's fielded at the 45. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Switch up, switch up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw, it's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Just fucking terrible.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. And that was off the
What is
mark.
going on with fucking Trey Lance today,
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh,
And that
shit.
is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
See these goddamn throws.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be
What
a
the
roughing
fuck?
call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And
This
we know
is
that there's a
fucking
guideline,
insane.
right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. I got one.
To the air again with Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Can we get it going, fellas?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Lance, man, you about to get benched. You miss another fucking throw.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I said, no, I was talking about my quarterback, Lance. I said if he missed another throw. I don't know what the fuck he doing this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hell no, he's the thing we got. Said I got him up to an X.
To make sure they don't do that again.
Well, let's just go to the
Come on,
football.
I'm telling you, held on.
Trade expression 101.
Said I got just gray.
5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense.
I got to get my tight end and everybody else. So we good though.
Has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
We just fucking up this game, man. I don't know what the fuck is up my boy this game, man. He had games like this. Look at that, 9-18. 9 of 18. He just can't make a fucking throw, man. This goddamn game. This shit is crazy. All right.
Second and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect.
Fuck you, Lance.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Still just a 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check number 6.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Yeah, if he would have missed that fucking throw, I'd have been so
That's
fucking mad.
And he's got this down to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fucking
And
run
they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
God, I play like shit this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's
Let's
a
just get out of here.
touchback.
Let's bury this game, fellas. Hide the game
The Saints
tape.
offense on the field ready to get their
I don't know
drive
what the fuck
started.
is going on.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a
So
comfortable
try to get
4th quarter
injuries.
lead.
Just get out of
Camaro
here.
with a call on 1st down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
God
Continue to
damn,
possess
Lance.
the football,
What the fuck
gain
was
some
he
yardage,
doing?
and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to float
Oh, of
this
course
over
he
the
was
middle
gonna get it.
deep.
Look at this. Can't even get a
incomplete.
fucking out of it.
Good effort
Let's just
there
get the
trying
fuck
to
outta
take a
here.
shot, but it's 3rd
Please.
down.
There is something to a game
That's
plan with trying to
just-
keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Winston. It's Hill, complete.
Yeah, if I had a good
He's going
player.
to have a Saints 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Just watch him catch it. Good job.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Winston. Looking deep downfield. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
I got it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It is. I would have to agree.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
So facing the heat.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the back, watch the back.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints will have the football back.
Let's just get out of here.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike 54, Mike 54.
Jameis to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Fellas. This is just... Ugh. What the fuck was we Going out here.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw.
Warner, man,
you know,
come on.
That type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
By a lot.
Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish
you
this
have
bad
that
boy
type
off.
of shit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking
nice.
good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off at
I only have
15
strip ball
against your
on.
squad.
I'm like the game fucking over. What are we doing
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Winston here to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
GG's, man.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to